Hey Jim, thought I'd show you this aftermarket trigger that I just bought for my AR-15. This is the lower to my Bushmaster AR-15, and I bought this drop-in trigger. It's made by a company called CMC, and they have straight or curved trigger shoes. I got the curved because I like curved better. See that there? And they come in different pull weights. This one's 3.5 pounds pull, and that's enough that it's not a hair trigger. I didn't want it to be a hair trigger, but anyway, the whole trigger comes. Let me light this up a little bit. You see that silver colored piece of metal in there? There's a shell that contains the hammer, the disconnector, the trigger, and all the springs is all pre-installed in that metal shell. So you remove your existing trigger and then this just drops right in. So to get the old trigger out, I take off the handle slowly because on the other side there's a spring and a detent for this safety lever. So take this off, get the spring and the detent out of there, then you can just pull this safety straight out. And then with a pin punch, these have end caps, but the stock pins don't. With a pin punch, you just remove those two pins and pull out the trigger parts, and then this whole area in here will be empty. And then you just drop that thing in there. And then there's a set of replacement pins that you use that have those little screw end caps so they won't walk on you. And they even supply the little Torx wrenches that you use to tighten them up. So I haven't had it to the range yet, but I mean that thing dropped in. Now that I've done it once, I could probably change out another one in 10 minutes. It's really, really easy, and there's nothing to adjust. It's all pre-adjusted at the factory. So I've dry fired it a few times, and the trigger has no creep at all. When you put this on fire, there is no movement in that trigger. You pull it back and nothing happens, and all of a sudden, boom, it breaks real clean. So anyway, there's a lot of companies that make these things, but I decided to go with this CMC. So they're kind of expensive, but what else are you going to spend your money on?